Hi guys, so I'm just doing a track in the style of Orbital, so I'll jam it through and then we can have a look into it and see how I've made it. Right guys, so that's the track. So I'm just going to take you through briefly how I made it. So on track 1, I've got a bass, and that is a wave tone oscillator. And I just adapted it a bit by not touching the oscillators, but on the attack, what did I do? I just had a slightly gradual attack so that it grooves around the kick when you put the kick on. And then if we go on to track 6 there, that's where I've got my kick. So that is on the beat, on the 4/4 beat. And then every other 4/4 beat, it goes slightly off beat. So instead of 1, 5, 9, 13, it goes 1, 5, 12 and 14. Just to groove along a bit and not stay the same throughout. On track 3, I've got the synth sound, or the pad sound I should say. And it's a basic preset where I've got a bit of attack going on. So that's track 3, and it's on a wave tone oscillator. And yeah, I've just increased the attack there and a bit of release, and effects wise I've put a lot of reverb on it and a little bit of distortion there. So then track 4, I've got another synth sound or a string sound layered on top of that pad sound, and it just changes notes. Now track 5, I've got the sort of main character of the sound, which is an Acid 303 preset. So I made that sound just by having a saw wave and a square wave, and the saw wave is -2, so the square wave is 0. And I've taken the detune all the way down. Filter wise, I've got some resonance going on there, and then effects wise I've got a fair bit of distortion, and on the amp I've actually decreased the sustain, decay and release, bringing it down to just like a pluck. So then I've got the delay making the sound so it grooves along with the track. On track 7 I've got a snare, and if I go into track 7, so the snare is the same all the way through, bit of a offbeat groove going on till it gets to the final bar where I just change it up a bit. So then track 8 I've got the hats, which are quite simple, just again taking the attack down. So track 2 I've got the final sound I've used here, which is the synth, and I've dropped the release and decay down on track 2 there so that it's a simple pluck. And that's pretty much about it, really. If you've got any questions, happily answer those in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.